welcome to another edition of Small Yard Big Pool Dreams, brought to you by hollywoodfrodo.com. I'm Eric, and I am taking you through the process of putting in a dream pool in our tiny little yard in Southern California, making the most of what we got. And today this is gonna be like a quick little blog post about the hardest thing about putting in a pool. And it may or may not be what you think. Decisions. It's the decisions. There are so many freaking things that you have to make decisions about putting in a pool. It is unbelievable. There's the big things like what type of pool are you going to do? A vinyl pool, a fiberglass pool, a shotcrete pool. Then there's things like the color of the finish of the pool. But then there's all kinds of other things like, are you going to do stamped concrete? Are you going to do pavers? Are you going to do travertine? If you're going to do pavers, what style are you going to do? What color are you going to do? What style or color of tile do you want around your pool? What kind of coping do you want? What color of coping do you want? It's just insane how many decisions you make, and what makes it really hard is they feel very finite. In a lot of ways they are finite. I mean, there are most of the decisions you make about the pool aren't things that could be changed a month later if you don't like them, or a year later. It's not like buying a car, you know. You buy a car, you go to the dealership, you look at a car that you think you like, you test drive it, and you decide if you like the way it is, and if you don't, you move on to the next one, right? Not that way with this. With the pool, you're making all these decisions. You don't get to test drive. You don't get to see the finished product and decide if you like it. Once the finished product is there, it's yours. And, you know, unless you're a multi-millionaire who can just, you know, if you don't like it, you can sell a house and buy a new house and build a new pool, then you're stuck with it. I mean, that's it. It's done. There are some things that you maybe can change very expensively down the line, but more or less what you see is what you get. And also pools aren't cheap, especially in Southern California. So it's a big investment for us. You know, it's a lot of money we're pouring into it, and so every decision feels so important and so huge. You know that whatever you decide, that's it. That's what you're stuck with. So that is the hardest part about this whole process, has been making just decisions about every little thing, and things that you don't even think about. You know, you get a call from your pool builder and he's like, we want to do this way, and how does that sound to you? And you're like, yeah, okay, that sounds fine to me. I don't know, right? But yeah, all those things I've talked about, those are all aesthetic things, but then there's the other stuff like, are you going to do a pool feature? I guess that is aesthetic, but things like, are you going to do a saltwater generator pool or not? Are you going to put a heater on the pool, gas heater, or do you want to use solar heating? Obviously there are expenses associated with all those things as well. And again, a lot of them you don't necessarily know. We, for example, are putting a gas heater, but I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know how much it is going to cost to use that gas heater. So, you know, you spend a lot of money buying this heater. What if ultimately it's too expensive to run it? So you probably could have saved the money by not getting it to begin with. You just have to do the best you can, I guess, using the information you have and doing your research. And I have been doing a ton of research online, but aesthetically speaking, you know, there's no amount of research because it's your taste, your spouse's taste, maybe your family if you have kids, paired with, you know, guessing about what it's going to look like. Anyway, we've made a ton of decisions about all those things. You're going to obviously see how all of those decisions unfold as this series continues, and you begin to see the pool come together and see the final product. We've put a lot of time and thought into it, so I hope that we have made the right decisions. I feel good about the decisions we've made about everything, and I think it's going to be great. But that remains to be seen, and of course, we may love it, you may hate it. Everyone has their own opinion about that kind of stuff. But that's that is what I wanted to get off my chest today, or express to you today, is that is the thing. If you're thinking of putting in a pool, just be prepared, because you're going to have a lot of decisions to make, and a lot of them are going to be very, very stressful. And I think if you at least know that ahead of time and go into it knowing it, then that's going to probably help you a little bit, and give yourself time, because we took our time to put in our pool. We started talking about it a year ago and getting ideas, and let them sort of evolve over the course of about a year. So I think that's a good thing too. Anyway, that's it for this episode. We're gonna have more episodes coming up, lots of interesting stuff. Things are really starting to get underway. Soon we're going to be having the shotcrete, so the pool's really going to start taking form, and you'll get to see that, and ultimately see the finished product and see how all those decisions I made and my spouse made and we made together, how all those things came together to produce the pool that we got. Anyway, that's it until next time.